We're on.
Are we on?
Are we on?
We on?
Thought we were on.
Are we on right now?
Yeah.
Hey.
Baby, are you taping? I was on that was on somebody's album years ago when it was like, "Baby, are you taping?" I think that might have been a Wu-Tang album. I feel like that was like "Oh Dirty."
9 times out of 10,
Anything-
if you remember anything,
it's from
probably
Wu-Tang.
from Wu-Tang. Like I feel like
Absolutely.
you got a Wu-Tang like onesie at the crib.
I got
with a Wu-Tang
I got a
cape.
Wu-Tang encyclopedia at the crib. not I'm talking about the physical version.
It's
Like
at the Bible, the Wu-Tang version, the Tang of Wu version.
the
Yeah,
Tang of Wu.
I love how that's how Childish Gambino got his name.
Yes,
You know,
Wu-
he
the Wu,
you know about that?
No, I don't. Tell me
Yeah.
more.
Yeah, there was
Wu
like
generator.
like a Wu name generator.
Yeah, that's
You
how
know,
they
you
got
put
their
your name inside the generator, press enter or whatever, search, and then it pops out a name
name.
for you.
Yeah.
And that's what he did, and that's how he
Came up
he
with
ran
Childish
with
Gambino.
Childish Gambino.
Why am I just not figuring this out? Like I could have came up with something better than Hazy P.
There we go.
I like Hazy P. I don't care.
Nah, Hazy P. And it's funny how you got that name.
Because it comes through the name. Oh, you talking about, oh, yeah. DJ Hazy P.
DJ Hazy
DJ
P.
Hazy P. I had to save us.
Shorty, I'm there for you anytime you need me. For real, girl, it's me and your
What y'all know about that
world.
classic right there, though?
Nothing make a man feel better than a
Yo, it's
woman.
funny how some
When you
songs
wear
just
the
get
crown,
better
let me
with
down
time,
for
like,
whatever. There were
when
few
you really
things
understand them,
that's
'cause I was a
forever.
kid when this
My
came out.
lady, we
Yeah,
can make
absolutely.
war or make
I think we all were
back
teenage-
when
I know I was a
younger,
teenager for
you
sure.
made a brother feel like he was something.
think I was.
That's
Yeah,
why I'm
'cause,
with you to this day, boo,
Rap
no
City was
frontin'.
still on.
Even
Yeah,
when the
for
skies
sure.
were gray,
Yeah.
Yo,
you would
MTV
rub me on
rap.
my back and
Yeah.
say, baby, yeah, that be okay.
And they won a Grammy for this, though.
I don't think I knew that.
They won a Grammy for this, yeah. Yeah, Meth and Mary won a Grammy for this song.
That's super dope.
Thousands of kids. Word life, you don't need a ring to be my wife. Yo, you know how many times I've done this at karaoke?
Word.
This is like my
That
karaoke
don't work
joint right here.
That don't work no more, though.
What?
You don't need a ring to be my wife. She like,
Oh, no, nah.
Yeah, right.
You can't even, a tattoo ain't even good enough.
Nope.
Well, go ahead, yo, spit the bars in. Go ahead.
That first verse really is my thing.
Oh, that
I know
was the one?
second.
Oh, okay.
But I know the second one too, though. But
Right
that
there.
the
Yeah,
first verse is always
We
the
all got
one.
that part. We really know.
We might have to run that back.
Yo,
I want to see Eugene.
I'm gonna
get
catch a
in
little bit
his
of this second verse. Catch a little bit. Yeah, I've done this a bunch of times, yo. Yeah. I gotta love Jones. See, that's gonna be crazy.
bag. Yo, we keeping that.
Yeah, we can't edit that out.
That ain't going nowhere.
Oh my God.
I hope y'all enjoy that
Look
as
at
much
you.
as I
Oh,
did.
I've done this a bunch of times.
Look at you. Look at
There you
yourself.
go, go ahead.
I gotta for your body and your skin tone. 5 minutes alone, I'm already on the bone. I need this shit. Oh, yeah, I messed it up. Till I messed up again.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah, get rid of that.
Nah.
All right. Cut the music.
No, don't cut the music. Let him
Cut
keep
the
going.
music.
Nah.
Let me keep killing myself.
Rap the 5th verse.
Oh God, man, played yourself.
It
Put
was
your
like
face up.
the 13th Wu-Tang member.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. The
E squared.
No. AKA E-Dub.
You are not putting dub on the end of any name.
E-Dub.
E-dub.
E-Dub. I'm taking that back from Eric Sermon. You know Eric Sermon was E-double. The E-double. E-Dub.
Eric Sermon. I seen a video not long ago. Was that Eric Sermon? No, not Eric Sermon. What's my man's name?
Who, Parrish Smith?
No,
From
Eric
EPMD?
Sermon. Not EP. I can't even think of the guy's name.
Was he from that same group?
No, but he did a song with this rapper. It was Eric Sermon and
Keith Murray?
Murray.
Keith Murray, that's
I seen
what I
a video
figured,
of
yeah.
Keith Murray here recently. Man.
Oh, when he jumped off the stage and nobody caught him? Did you see that?
Nobody would look a lot like that. He was just on this back porch, and like the grass is like crazy. There's like a broken porch.
Uh-huh.
Like he just looks like he's in the middle of the sticks, North Carolina, with his shirt off, belly out. I'm like, boy, he just looks like the mighty have fallen.
Oh,
he
my
probably
God.
still got ill 16 for you though.
I'm sure he do.
I'm sure. Yo, go ahead and introduce the podcast. Wanna welcome you. I want to welcome you to the Digital Cigar Lounge podcast, where there's always a seat reserved especially for you. Pour yourself a glass, light one up, and join us for conversation. We're your co-hosts. I'm Jeremiah.
P. Hayes, Hazy P.
It's your boy Eugene, a.k.a.
Uh-oh.
E-Dub, a.k.a.
It's not sticky.
Bubba,
Oh my
a.k.a. whatever you want to call me.
He's making up stuff like that fifth verse on that song.
AKA Shanghai Big and Tall shirt. AKA
a.k.a.
Short and medium.
Medium.
medium, a.k.a. See, none of y'all don't even remember where that came from, though.
AKA I do.
Another
Chris
Wu-Tang
Rock.
reference. And that was a Wu-Tang reference
Yeah.
from the Method Man album.
I told you at this point, I'm just assuming.
All Wu-Tang references, yo.
Like if you just like laugh at something, I'd be like Wu-Tang, Wu-Tang,
Wu-Tang.
Wu-Tang
Wu-Tang forever.
Wu-Tang forever.
Woo, Wu-Tang forever. Man, is it me or is it hot in here?
Yeah, that's you.
It's me, bro.
He start talking about Wu-Tang.
And I got,
And you
I
got
got
all
the
hype.
fire. I got lit.
You're channeling the Wu. Your
Really?
inner Wu.
Yeah,
is
my
being
inner Wu.
channeled.
My inner chakra. My Wu-Tang chakra just opened.
Oh my God.
Shout out to the Wu-Tang, man. Shout out, man.
How you guys doing today?
Man, I'm good.
I'm real good, man. Slept super hard.
Yeah.
Woke up disoriented. That's
Yeah.
always the best sleep right there.
Yeah, no, I didn't sleep. I ain't sleep super hard, though.
Oh, yeah.
Man, I woke up at like 1, like wide awake. I was like, what is going on? Wide awake.
I was going to bed around that time. A little drinking, a little wine.
Little wine, little more wine.
Little wine, a little more wine.
No more
Yeah.
wine.
A little more wine.
Yeah, hey, ain't nothing wrong with little wine, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But overall, I'm good though, man. The week was good. Always work to do. You know what I'm saying? I got work to do. I got work. I got a job, baby.
Ooh.
But overall, it
We're
was good,
so
though.
old.
Oh my God, we be dating ourselves singing these songs.
For
Like,
real.
yo, I want to shout out to our listeners, current and future. So check us out and just feel where we're coming from here. Like I know, like Paul said, we date ourselves a lot of times. I know I do because I sing a lot of old music, man. Like sometimes I'm just at the crib and Kylie is like, Daddy, what are you playing?
Yeah, I got a couple homegirls who literally call me grandpa as my nickname. So
Oh yeah, you. They also call you. What's the dude name from Instagram? Mr. Steal Your Grandma.
yeah, look,
They said that's his future.
so,
He's the
look,
future Mr. Steal Your Grandma.
we gonna put that away right now.
We're going to put that away right now. I'm sorry.
Hey,
I'm
look.
sorry. You know how bad I want to run with it, too.
Oh my
Look-
God.
Look here.
He's the future Mr. Steal Your Grandma. I heard some Mr. Steal Your Auntie on there somewhere too.
Yeah, it's a whole
I mean,
bunch
I'm
of
okay
Mrs.
with that one.
Steelios. Mrs.
Yeah, you know what
Steelios.
you missed.
I'll
Oh, is
take
it a bunch
it,
of Mr.
Auntie.
Steal Yours?
It's a bunch of Mrs. Steelios out here now.
Oh yeah, I ain't even. I just knew about that one, and then the Mr. Steal Your Auntie. Somebody told me about that. But yeah. But anyway, man. We talked about something a couple episodes ago. I feel like I'm not even sure if we.
It
aired
was
that
referenced.
episode. Was it referenced? Right.
It was referenced. Yeah.
Yeah. What? It's the value of the pussy
Yeah.
or the vagina.
Yeah.
AKA the power you self save your why. For my Wu-Tang fans out there,
What's that?
let me break that down. That's the acronym from
You said he was the 13th member of the Wu?
13th member of the
13th
Wu-Tang. That's right.
Okay,
That's
okay.
right.
So what's the acronym?
The acronym is Power You Self Savior Why, which comes from the 5%er alphabet. Essentially, they use different words for each letter of the alphabet, and that's how they describe it. And actually, I want to say in a couple of tracks that I remember from Wu-Tang, that's where I got it from. I'm not sure who actually used that in the verse, but it always stood out to me.
Okay.
Because I could say the word and nobody would know what I was talking about.
Ah, okay.
But yeah, we referenced before the value of the vagina over the value of the penis.
Okay.
I think it's how I placed it before. I know sometimes people don't like the word pussy or dick or whatever, but you know, the colloquial terms. But yeah, man, I think it's crazy to me. The value of the vagina has always been ranked so much higher than the penis. I feel like no matter where you go, no matter what era that we're in, you always find that men are less valuable when it comes to that. Do y'all feel like y'all have experienced that in relationships, in conversations that y'all have had, or is this me? It could just be me.
I
Or y'all scared to talk? Or y'all gonna leave me out here on this island by myself?
I'm definitely not
That's
scared.
that's what I'm saying. I
Chill
feel like
out
I'm
over
getting
there,
left.
Woo Man.
I feel like I'm getting. Oh, there it is. That's
Chill
my
out,
name.
Woo Man.
Woo Man. Woo Man of the Wu Tang.
Ain't nobody shook over here. Ain't no shook
ones.
Ain't no shook ones.
Oh, you a shook one.
Ain't no halfway crooks.
Yeah.
Ain't no such thing as halfway crooks.
Scared to death and scared to
They
look.
They shook. Because ain't no such thing. Nah, man, I believe that. I mean, I got my own philosophy on why that is. I think it's very funny that the vagina or the pussy or however you want to consider, whatever you want to say it, is tied to the power of a woman. I think that's very interesting. I think a lot of people think that. And then in the same sense that I think that money is tied to the value of a man. So it's never the penis, right? And I think that's because, like, in theory at least.
Do me a favor. Say that again. I kind of missed what you said. Repeat what you just said.
I think that the power of the woman a lot has been tied to the vagina, whereas the power of a man has typically been tied to money or his wealth.
Okay.
Right?
Right, okay.
So the way that I see it is, and I think that when it comes to the vagina specifically is because it creates life. Like, it's not that the penis doesn't, right?
Right.
The woman has to carry that baby in there for 9 months. Her body, like, creates this child, like this symbiotic relationship, and that's why the mother is always kind of tied, right? Like, regardless, the mother is typically tied.
Right.
And so that power of creating life, and even when you if you ever see like a pregnant woman, that glow that they talk about, it's real.
Yeah, it's
like,
definitely real.
The hair starts flowing all differently.
Yeah,
like
their hair grows
skin
more.
is
Yeah,
great.
yep.
And it's like it's literally a glowing human being, and I think that for me, that's why that's been tied to vagina. There's nothing that makes a man glow unless his pockets is glowing, right?
Yeah, that's it. That's the only time we glow.
That's the only time we glow. So I
Get you a
think those are the
facial,
two-
you still ain't glowing.
Or your first time up in it.
Oh yeah, we glowing.
You get some new. You get some new.
You know what I'm thinking of as you say that?
Hey.
You ever seen The Last Dragon?
Yeah, the glow. My
Yeah.
hands
Got
are
that glow.
my hands
Your
are
body
blurry.
flows. Like,
Yeah.
For
So
real. So once you get in it, you share that glow.
That's
that
a
glow
good
gets
visual.
on you, and you like,
That's
yo,
a good
okay,
visual right there.
okay. So with that being said,
Show enough. Who's the baddest?
who does that turn the pendulum towards then, in terms of value?
you have a temporary glow.
You have a temporary glow that you get from where?
The vagina.
Who the man? You talking about men?
Yeah, and we
Oh yeah, we get so it still goes back to the vagina. Oh
Yeah,
my god.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
Message.
Yeah.
There's
So, you know, how much do you think scarcity, right, and oversaturation plays in this conversation?
Scarcity of what though?
So, like, okay, so a thing is normally considered valuable, right? Or
When it's rare.
when it's rare or harder to get your hands on.
Okay.
I think a lot of women feel that it's extremely easy, extraordinarily easy to get their hands on, you know.
Yeah, because like Chris
'Cause
Rock
everybody
said.
offer it.
Well, Chris Rock said, yeah, every time a dude open the door for you, you want some dick.
Yeah.
We always, I mean, not we, but I'm saying men in general
Exactly.
are always offering it up. So yeah.
It's like the
What- so we
joint.
devalue it.
It's like the over joint. You want a penis? You want a penis? You want a penis?
Right? Yeah, you want everybody gets a penis. So, man, that's a really good point though. We're the problem.
It's
Maybe
that-
we are devaluing ourselves.
It's economics. We're a commodity. Think
We're-
about
and
it.
look,
It's
we're
like
not-
selling rice.
so wait, yeah.
How do you differentiate your rice?
The market is oversaturated.
Yeah, the market is oversaturated. Which, to that point, if you think of it from an economic standpoint, I think that the society we're in today, where we talked about it before, where when you turn on Instagram, it's booty, 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 booty,
Rocking
chest.
everywhere.
You're like all the above, right? And then in the music, it's talking about it like it's all highly sexualized.
Yeah, for sure.
Right?
Yeah,
And
sure.
so what has happened is you've also seen, like, you know, this is City Girl Summer. Don't look,
Yeah,
that's
oh
a
yeah,
whole-
City Girls.
That's
is
a whole
crazy.
other thing, right?
Yeah.
But there's starting to be more and more women that give. There's a difference between, to me, a woman who is like sexually confident, just does what she wants because she's a grown woman, and then somebody who's just like throwing it out there, throwing it out there, throwing
Yeah,
it out
yeah,
there.
uh-huh.
And I think there's been an influx of maybe younger women or some women that may have even been scarred that are just throwing it out there.
How do you feel that most men react to a woman who's just throwing it out there?
Yeah, we don't want
And
it.
I'm talking about a man who is in the conversation of someone who has their shit together, not just
Okay,
any random
that's what I was
guy.
about to say.
Yeah.
Rice differentiate.
So how do you think that figure normally responds to the woman who's just throwing it out willy nilly to everybody?
That's a very interesting question because I'm gonna say this. I think that a man of value will say, right, at least theoretically say, well, I don't want all of this. I don't want any of this over here.
Yeah, keep that away from me.
I'm just going to have the most valued pussy of all time. But I'm also realistic and also know that man is also out and having a good time, and he might say, yeah, I'll take it tonight. I'm not gonna have value for that woman though. Mm-hmm. That's how I feel like he would look at it. I'm not gonna have value for that woman. I'm not gonna pursue her for anything more than this. But the difference is I think that a man will go ahead and just have sex with that woman, right? Versus a woman just won't just have necessarily, I don't think, just a random man that's just throwing penis.
Yeah, but at the same time, when you said the man doesn't value that woman though, like a man is just sleeping with her for sex, or just wants sex, he's not valuing her at all.
Right.
There's no value to that at all for him.
It's physical.
Right, because
only.
the value of getting, even when we say we get something new, if it's somebody that we actually care for, I think that's where the glow comes in more. I mean, yeah, we might glow a little bit if you get some new, but if it's somebody you really into,
I'm sorry, that was just funny.
That is weird, yeah, but
it's the wrong time.
Oh,
no man ever wants to hear that having this conversation. It's okay.
My bad.
But if you value the woman, because the woman essentially has to bring more than just that, right?
Is that better?
Yeah. I like that.
Clap. The clap.
Yeah.
The clap's also good.
Okay.
The clap's not bad for it.
Definitely.
But back to what you were saying about like. Well, I'm sorry, I lost it. What were you saying?
No, I was
the gorilla threw me off. The gorilla in the room
was that
threw me off.
The 300-pound gorilla. Or 500, how did it say it? 500 pound? I don't know what to say. But anyway,
that's a little gorilla at 300, ain't it?
That's
a small gorilla.
So look, check it though. So you know how we have the scenario where the woman is aggressively throwing it at the man, and how a lot of times that
it's a turnoff.
It turns a man off. Right?
Absolutely.
Now you put like a nice looking woman, you flip the situation. Isn't that the reality that they live in, where it's always being aggressively thrown at them?
Like the girl walking down the street in New York. Was that 30 minutes of her doing it? An hour?
All the cat calls and all that stuff?
Yeah.
So when a decent man has a woman aggressively throwing it at him, it's normally off-putting. It's a turn
definitely
off,
off-putting.
right? Mm-hmm. But isn't that the reality that women live in every day?
Is it? I don't know.
So I mean that's.
I don't know.
I mean, like you just said,
if she's a very attractive woman,
it goes back to the Chris Rock reference, right? It goes back to the Chris Rock reference that you just.
Oh yeah, like that. Like you want some dick? Hey, you want some dick? Yeah.
For me personally, I think that a woman at any given time, and listeners, feel free to call me out on this.
Oh yeah,
but I feel like a woman, almost of any creed, shape, size, or something, right, can at any moment get some penis at any moment. Whereas that ain't the same for a man. Mm-hmm. Like a man, maybe he be offering, but he might have been 3 months of this offering, and it's a desert. Oh. He's like, oh, if I could just have a drop of water.
When can I get to that oasis?
Yeah, Oliver Twist. More vagina. More vagina, please. Please. May I have more vagina? Just a crumb. Just a crumb.
So in terms of value, right? Like the weight of it, do you think that? Like, who do you think has more to lose?
That's a good question. In regards to what? Yeah, kind of give us some more
context.
Yeah, exactly.
Context. All right, so two people have sex.
Okay,
right? Man and woman have sex, and
as opposed to one.
I might need to go up a little bit on that.
That little laugh down there.
But yeah, like so something. All right, let's just say a woman can get pregnant, right? I didn't make this up, but I don't know exactly what the stat is, but according to science, a woman, it's easier for them to get something, right? To contract a disease.
Mm-hmm. Is that true?
That's what I read.
So,
that's what I read.
I didn't know that.
Because
they're more open, I'm assuming.
Well, I think because it literally catches You know, like the vagina by design
It's designed to catch and hold.
Yeah.
I think it also has more. There's more things for them to catch than it is for us to catch.
Yeah. So, you know, whereas with a man, you know, yeah, you can catch an STD. She could get pregnant, right? But we know that some dudes don't stay and wait around when a woman has a baby. They get missing.
They out, yeah.
You know, so
I don't know how they do that, but go ahead.
Facts. You know, or a man to have, like, both of them could just have a generally bad time with the other person
With the experience
for whatever
itself,
reason.
yeah.
But when you weigh the negative experiences, a woman seems at a greater risk. Like,
Right, yeah, because if
she's
the guy
at a
can
greater
leave,
risk.
if he can leave if she gets pregnant, that's an issue.
Oh,
you know.
and you know,
They catch stuff easier than men do. Like Paul said, there are more things that can go wrong physically with them. All these different types.
Is that the truth? I mean, I wish we had a woman here, and that's something we talked about. You know, we want to get a woman up here, but
please let us know if you'd like to get on the Digital Cigar Lounge.
Absolutely.
And so we can have like a woman's perspective and opinion. We really like that. So, you know, hit us up in the DMs or comment, hit us up individually.
For sure.
Go ahead, my bad.
But no, cool. I was just saying, like, do they feel that way though? Do they actually feel like, is that the reason why they think that they're valued more? Like, what is the reason that they just feel that way? Because are they taught from a young age that it's valued more, that they're more valuable than, because essentially they shouldn't be more valuable than we are.
So look, man, there's a lot of double standard conversations in society, right?
Yeah.
I feel like we have to take that on the chin because there's a lot of stuff that men get away with.
Yeah.
And then there's
because we live in a patriarchal society.
Yeah, but at the same time, scientifically, if a man has sex with 100 women, and I say this to my homegirls all the time, if a man has sex with 100 women, what changes on him physically?
Nothing.
Nothing changes on him physically.
Yeah.
If a woman has sex with 10 men, there's a difference.
Yeah, for sure.
Like it's different. Like she's different.
Does it become less valuable?
Well, that's according to the person. I don't think
subjective.
so. I don't think
subjective,
so
yeah,
because
sure.
you know, like if you get down with the get down in Buckhead and then you move to Brooklyn, you whatever you want to be. You know,
you reinvented yourself.
You know, so you could have 1,000 bodies in Buckhead, but then when you go to Brooklyn,
I got none. I got one.
But it's to your point.
What J. Cole say?
You better multiply that thing by 3.
Multiply that by 3.
You know, I was thinking when you said it earlier, but it kind of brought back to my mind the abortion conversation that we were having. Like, by regulating through abortion and saying, oh, if you have abortion, you go to jail. Yeah, you realize that a man can put you in that situation, bounce.
That's true.
Go and have like all across 50 states.
And do it
in Brooklyn, Buckhead, LA, California, Timbuktu.
Yeah,
there's a real place called Timbuktu.
Yeah.
You know the capital of Djibouti? Like you could go, you can have them all everywhere. Kalamazoo. You can have them all over and never be persecuted for anything.
Right.
All these women are left with that burden to bear.
And a man made it and men decided that for them.
Yeah, that's
which
ridiculous.
is even is like an oxymoron in and of itself. Like, you are gonna make this decision for me, for women in general, but you're not subject to any other recourses that a woman would be dealing with in regards to that.
What's the quote about the key? Like a key can open up many locks, or like a door that opens. Oh, how's it go? A door.
Yeah, you about to get deep.
Yeah, I mean,
Go ahead, get deep.
It's like a lock that can be opened by any key is useless, right?
A lock that can be opened by any
key.
Oh yeah, that's
I forget how the exact.
That
quote
sounds
goes.
right.
But it's just like you don't want that lock to be opened by any key. It's a useless lock. But a key that opens up many locks, that's a powerful key.
That's strong.
But so in that context, is the key more important, or is that lock more important?
That's basically what we're talking about here.
Yeah.
I mean, when you think about the lock itself is the vagina. The
Yeah.
key
Yeah.
is the penis.
Yeah.
Like, that's really the same scenario.
And if
in
you
and of
haven't-
itself.
How many men have been sold into sex slavery? Not to, I mean,
I would
know
say
that's
none.
Negative.
None.
I mean,
Oh, no,
I'm sure
it's
it is.
happening.
I'm sure it
Let's
is.
not-
But
It's happening.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
but you don't.
It's
When you
happening.
think of that, the first thing that comes to your mind is a woman.
Exactly.
You don't think of men being sold into sex slavery.
Exactly. That also goes back to the point
Of
the vagina
Being
just
more valuable.
innately.
That goes into abuse too.
And because men are hunters.
You
Like,
know
because
that-
we always hunt. Like, we hunt it.
You know that goes into abuse too, right? So like growing up more so. than now,
Sorry,
'cause I'm more-
fellas. Yo, look, I'm sorry. You know, I'm sorry to the
So
male
you just gonna
listeners.
cut to the chase?
No, I'm just sorry to the male.
Nah,
I mean,
they like,
he cut to the
"Man, I
chase.
got this
Yeah, look,
devalued penis.
I mean,
Devalued penis. Depreciated. This
Yo,
depreciated.
my stock is plummeting right now.
You fools.
Simple-minded fool.
Simple-minded beings.
Go ahead, my bad.
I feel like he was about to say, look, man, look, I'm telling you, the vagina is valued more than penis. In the discussion. I don't want to hear nothing
It's
else.
crazy because I was about to get all serious. You made me and take me all down this rabbit hole. Again, the rabbit hole, not the rabbit.
Are you the rabbit or the rabbit hole? Is the hole more
Is the
valuable or the
rabbit
rabbit
more
more valuable?
If that rabbit stay above, you know what I mean? He gonna get in trouble. He gotta get down in that rabbit hole.
Is it the banana or the peel?
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna tell you like this: if I go into a grocery store and it's a dozen bananas without their peels, I'm not touching it. So it is the peel in which
That is
the
more
value
valuable.
is put. It's the enclosement. The enclosure.
God.
But back to what I was saying. It's kind of hard to get where I'm going with this one now.
Oh man, tangent.
But
Squirrel.
Squirrel. Back to like abuse, right? When you hear abuse for like men that's like under or people under 15, right?
Yeah.
When you think of a child, and I'm the father of a daughter, you're father of a daughter, you think of your child, something like that happening to your child. Oh, I cut you into 1,000 pieces, right? One by one. I do like old buddy in Law-Abiding Citizen and make sure you stay awake during the entire time.
Right. You're gonna feel all of this.
Exactly. But when we think of it, we say, oh, it's child abuse. This guy messed with this little girl. But when those are turned, when the tables are turned, most of the guys are like those teachers that are like 28 and
They sleep with a 17-year-old.
or 16, 15, any of that. You'd be like, what you complaining
Yeah.
about?
Why is the
She's
kid mad?
bad.
Yeah. Exactly.
Like you're getting it.
And that's typically how it.
That's
nah, I mean, it's still frowned upon.
Oh no,
like-
it's
no, I
frowned
said
upon.
now,
But
but I said growing up.
Okay.
Like, you know what I mean? Like growing up, like
but we still looked
know-
at the older woman as a weirdo, though. We just
I
didn't
know,
look
but
at
you know,
it.
I'm saying as us, like I'm saying, I know when I was a teenager,
Yeah, I was
we
gonna
would be
say-
like, yo, listen.
But we
young-
still
yeah.
looked at the woman like something was wrong with her.
I-
Like,
nah, not as a
no,
kid, I
no.
didn't.
I
didn't.
I did. Like,
Okay.
you know, we'll look at the dude and be like, oh, dap him up. Yo, you got that okay. But,
Yeah.
but she still was like, what is wrong with her?
I don't know. I never
think
looked
that,
at
I don't
that.
think that second part
'Cause
came
I
in.
had a
for me.
homeboy who definitely we were 17, and I know he was.
So
messing with a
y'all-
girl
so
that was
people
20
felt
something
like-
years old, 24 at least.
So the overall outlook on that woman was positive?
Yeah, like, I mean,
No,
what,
wait,
you never
wait,
thought
wait,
about
wait,
it past.
wait,
well, you never
wait.
thought about it past sex, though.
You see how he set that up.
Yeah,
though.
yeah,
He's
yeah,
like,
yeah,
So
yeah.
over, I
Because
get that,
I
though.
still feel like we're leaning towards the victory, the perceived quote unquote victory of your
The
friend,
conquest.
of
Exactly.
your friend.
Conquest,
But
yeah.
I still feel like there's an underlining, you know, like stain on the much older woman.
As
I
a
feel like
teenager,
that was,
I don't
as
think
a teenager,
we didn't think that
Because
far.
at 17, if the teacher's 27 and she's gorgeous, because I'm thinking in my head of like one of those young, because you know the young boys.
Teachers
is
now
all
are
talking about,
22
if I
though.
could just-
Some of them are 22,
Yeah.
23.
Yeah.
And if you can, I'd have been like, okay. Well,
So
I don't know why
I
she
went
did
to
that,
high
but-
school with a dude who slept with, like, so one of the teachers, he was a gym teacher.
Uh-huh.
He slept with her and her daughter.
Wow.
High school dude.
That's crazy.
Slept with the gym teacher
He got the key.
and her.
He got the key that
What,
opens
the
up any lock.
master key. That's what that's called. The master
Yeah,
key.
the master key.
But you know, when that happened, we, you know, like everybody was like, "Yo, it was crazy," you know,
Right, you
to
giving
him.
them dap.
But at the same time, people did look at her like,
Yeah.
"The hell is wrong with
Yeah.
her though?"
Yeah, that's different. That's a different scenario though. Like if my boy told me he slept with his, the daughter and the mom, I'm definitely looking at both of them. Like, well, if the mother knew that he was dating the daughter and then she did it anyway, it's like,
Fam.
yeah, she's weird.
Well, she's weird anyway. If you have a daughter old enough to attend high school that's within his peer group, and you sleep with,
That's not
That's
the
what
first time I heard something like
him.
that, though.
Yeah, that's crazy.
that's crazy.
Yeah, for
so
sure.
that's what I'm saying. Like it was still like, ugh.
And you know what's interesting about it? Is it because of the
I heard that before. I had a homeboy that with both too, mom and daughter.
Yeah.
But it's funny because is that because of the development of the child's mind, right? Because think about it, when you hit your 20s and you date a woman that's 30, nobody cares. If you're 18 and you date a woman that's 28, nobody cares. But if you're 17,
you do.
No, what I'm
18,
saying.
28.
Well, but I'm saying
Yeah.
when you get older, my point is that when you get older, the age difference, nobody really looks at it as much as you do when you're a teenager. Like if you're-
18 and 28 though.
I think I get
even
your point,
and vice
right?
versa. What I'm saying is it's not frowned upon.
I think it depends who's the man and who's the woman. Honestly,
Right. Well, yeah, of course.
Because
Yeah.
if the man's
the man is
28 and
older,
the woman's 18, everybody's like, "Oh, for shame." But if the woman's 28 and the man's 18, they're like, she just Stella got a groove back.
is he taking advantage of the young girl,
I
or is the
18.
Okay.
'Cause
18-year-old. I'm sorry. 18 is a poor example. Let's say
But
25
18 is the legal age.
Let's say yes. That's
Still a
why.
kid,
That's why
though.
I use it,
I
though.
agree.
Yeah.
I
That's-
agree. But I just feel like an 18-year-old boy and a 28-year-old woman is looked at totally different than a 28-year-old man and an 18-year-old.
So let's move to the 21.
Which gets
Let's
back
move to
to
the 21.
The conversation we're
If
having.
it's 21 and 31, that's what I'm saying. The conversation
still
can
think
change
I still think it's.
based on where
I
you
still-
are in that age. I mean, the age
I still think
differential
the
and
role
where you are.
genders- I still think the gender roles are what makes it different. I just think traditionally, because for example, we always talked about like being back in high school, right? And we would know these young girls that would mess with these older guys, right? They didn't want to mess with the guy, and we'd be like, "What's wrong with that dude?" We didn't know as many guys that was messing with like just older women. And actually, it was more like a fantasy. Like
That's what I'm
you
saying.
wanted to be like, oh, the post office guy or whatever. I went over there to clean her pool, and I'm the pool boy, and like. Miss Smith came and like, I mean Friday.
Oh,
right?
exactly.
Miss Parker.
Hey, Miss Parker.
Because they supposed to be like
I wanna.
early 20s in that movie, like 21.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and
right.
Miss Park is clearly probably
Cube
In
is
the
definitely
30s.
35, but
Oh,
Yeah,
I
for
mean,
sure.
Cube has looked 35 since he was 5.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
Came out the womb looking 35.
like him, Morgan
beard.
Freeman, Samuel L. Jackson. They all
They've
have
been
the same
old for a
bloodline.
long time. Dude's been old for a long time. But yeah, you're right. Miss Parker is what we consider a cougar at that point.
Yes.
Yeah, she would have
A
been
MILF.
a cougar. MILF.
A MILF.
But she wasn't a mom though. That's why I was gonna say that too. But then really the MILFs, we know what MILF stands for. But cougar is totally different arena.
Okay.
What happened? Oh, but no. But still, we looked at her like if they would have got her. Let's say they're 20, 21.
you see what you
It's
said, though,
conquest.
right?
What got her?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you know what I mean though.
No,
No,
I do know what you
But
mean.
to that point,
But the whole point is which has greater value, right?
Right. Exactly. That's tying back to
You innately said if they would have got her.
conquest.
Yes.
the conquest. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So which means like the pursuit comes from
It's
Male,
something
we're
to
always
obtain.
pursue. So
Yeah.
is it not?
Because you don't pursue a rock,
Is
but
it-
you will put as a hunter. You
Right,
don't pursue
right.
a rock, but you'll pursue a buck.
Is
Like,
it?
you know what I
Is it
mean?
not in our
There's
DNA
value.
to pursue though?
it's an accomplishment, right? When you
To
attain
pursue
it.
But pursuing
something-
is in our DNA. We're
But-
made that way.
but-
And I could be misquoting. I feel like I maybe read that in Earth Science or something like that. I could be totally off though. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but males are the pursuers.
Right.
But
I agree with that.
because we're pursuers, does that mean we're devalued though?
No. It's pursuing a thing of value. We're in sales, right?
Yeah. Okay.
You're a good salesman. Okay, great. But what defines me as a good salesman?
If you sell.
My ability
To close.
To close.
Right.
My ability to close.
For sure.
Because there's value in the money.
yeah,
Right?
for sure.
There's value in that deal.
In the deal,
That's
yeah.
the value. It's not the person pursuing. It's kind of funny because it is clearly you have to have a good closer to be able to ever get it, right? But still, you have to have a thing of value to pursue.
Yeah.
And so that's why I think it's devalued. Typically, the salespeople are the ones that
Oh,
get
we
devalued.
always get devalued.
We always get devalued. Get out there and get it. Get out there and get it. It's
And
like,
nobody likes a
my
sleazy sales
gosh.
guy.
Nobody likes a sleazy sales guy. So that's why you got to be a little bit more polished. You got to learn your craft a little bit more.
And
You
so-
got to understand, what you're
Wait,
closing.
going back to what Jeremiah said earlier about when a woman starts pursuing in a overt way,
because it seems like it's not her role.
we're like, yeah, we're not that interested.
Yeah, treat the pussy like it's worth something.
Yeah, exactly. But do we not treat the penis like
So I have a
worth anything?
question. What about when women, let's say a nice, beautiful, smart woman with her stuff together pursues you?
It's about how she pursues, though.
Okay.
Right? If a woman buys you, say she buys you a drink, I want to send this guy a drink at the bar, right? I'm not gonna take offense to that if I'm attracted to her. First of all, let's say that if I'm attracted to her, because if I'm not, I may just be like, thanks, but no thanks. Because I know that
it's
could
gonna
lead to
throw
more.
me off instantly.
I'm not gonna say it's gonna throw me off. I've had a woman order me a drink and I just sent it back because I wasn't interested. I was like, thank you, but no thank you. And she got offended.
Of course she did.
She was offended. But
women don't take. Nobody takes rejection well.
oh, which man, that's another point. That's another
Nobody
point.
takes
Like
rejection
another point. Like when a woman,
I was like,
I'm
open
looking
that
at his
door.
face, right?
He was there.
And I'm thinking about all these different scenarios that come to mind. You know what I mean?
But look,
He
but
sent it back. No,
That's-
thank you.
yeah, no,
Even
thank
in
you.
my head, I'm like,
I've gotten scolded on his behalf.
yeah, he was there.
Like, she pulled me aside and
was
bit my head
"Your
off,
man should
like-
a man should never send a woman's drink back.
Fam, I'm out here trying to have a good time. The last thing that I want to be lectured about
is this dude
this guy.
turning his drink down?
And look, I wasn't even. We weren't in there for 5 minutes. Literally, we just walked in, went
Yeah.
to the bar, and she was like sending me a drink, and I was like,
Yeah.
"Thank you, but no
That's
thank you."
just interesting to me. I've had a drink ordered for me. Mm-hmm. I've taken the drink. But like in a scenario like that, okay, you walk in. Because to me, literally, it's like the roles are so reversed.
And maybe that was the
so
problem,
when
too.
that happens, I'd be like, it just throws me off. Not to say that I would or would not accept the drink. I'm just like, this is different.
Yeah, but I'm gonna go ahead and just, say it. She was way over the hill though too.
Yeah,
Like she wasn't, a
How
young,
far
beautiful
over
woman.
the
She
said
was,
hill?
she was somebody, Ann Taylor.
and it
Valley
was,
low.
and it was one of those situations where if I accepted, she was gonna try to converse for the rest of the night, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not about that life.
Women do it all the time, Eugene.
Which is another conversation. And let's go back to what you said about rejection, right? A man.
I love that this song is playing in the background.
Yeah, me
Oh
too.
my
Me
God.
too.
Go ahead.
Like if a man rejects the vagina, right? If a woman is ready to give herself to you,
Yeah.
and you reject her,
Yeah.
you'll probably never get it.
Yeah.
We can never turn them down, but they can turn us down whenever we want, whenever they want, and then we still keep pursuing them.
So it's very funny that you say this. I remember back,
And I had this conversation.
and let's
not
just
too long
say,
ago with somebody.
so, that the names, what was it? Was it
Go ahead.
on Law and Order? The names been changed to protect the
To
innocent.
protect the innocent. That is law and
Yeah.
order.
So
That's the
let's
intro.
say in my years of college, undergrad, both undergrad and graduate, there was this one scenario. It was back when I was like dating my ex, and I was on the phone with her. I was in class with beautiful, gorgeous girl, right?
Yeah.
Beautiful, gorgeous girl came up. I'm on the phone with she knows my scenario. I was so far gone back then. I was like, yeah, I'm getting married. I'm going to be, and I hadn't even gotten a ring at that point.
Yeah.
And I'm on the phone with her, and this beautiful woman comes up, and she's like, this girl that I know, and she's like, as I'm saying bye, she's like, bye, Paul. And I'm like, on the phone, like, I had this stupid look on my face and get off the phone. And she asked me, she said, would your girl get mad if she heard that? And I was like, now, everything in me, this girl is bad. And I was like, nah, because she know I ain't going nowhere. And she was like, when I tell you, like, everything, all her advances, like, prior to that, after that, like, she was like,
You shut her down.
like, that
you shut her all the way
I shut
down.
her down, and she was like mean.
Yeah.
Like, she
yeah.
was mean. She
They
didn't
do not
talk
want
to
to
me
be
like years
Listen,
later.
they
like,
do
I'm talking
not
like last
want to
year I
be
bumped into her. She
rejected,
finally
man.
said something.
Yeah, it's a double standard in my opinion. Like a man can say, "Hey, look, I'm just not ready," or "I'm not in the space right now." She's like, "Oh, word? Okay. I just ain't fucking with you no more."
Ever in my life
Yeah,
talking to you again.
I ain't talking to you no more.
Ever
You know what I'm saying?
again.
But for us, like if a woman turns us down, we have to just take it. Like a woman to be like, oh, we just met, I'm not ready, whatever. And you still, I mean, of course, if you like her, but even if it's something that you is like, it's not, you don't see it as being something that a woman you plan on spending the rest of your life with, just a fling per se, and y'all just kicking it, y'all just met or whatever. If she turns you down, because she can tease you as if she's going to, and then be like, nah, I'm good. We can't even tease like that. You can't tease and act like you're about to, and then, nah, I'm good.
It's funny
I'm
because you
chilling.
hear women say stuff like, you know what I mean, I was bored. Like, there's like, oh, I wanted
Yeah.
to go out on a date, and then the guy really actually like, okay, let's go on a date. And they're like, I was,
Yeah.
I was just,
Yeah.
I was flirting with you.
Yeah, I was just flirting. Yeah. Like giving you, like going back to the ghosting thing, I gave you my number just because, the conversation was good, but I had no intention of talking to you after that. You know, we just got to take it.
I think.
So you think that men should diss women more, bring them down? Is that?
I'm not gonna say that, but I do think
look how comfortable he got.
I do think we need to
you see the way his body.
Yeah, let me adjust my seat.
Let me move my chair. Let me left to right.
Get right. I think we do have to have a standard, right?
Yeah.
I think a lot of times what happens is we accept a lot of things that we typically wouldn't put up with. Like I know for me, I've been in situations where early in the relationship,
let's say men value yourselves.
Yeah,
value yourselves, young men.
I accepted things that I knew really bothered me, or at least it was irritating at first. But you know, over an extended period of time, that irritation turns into frustration, and that frustration turns into anger. But you allow it initially because you're like, yeah, she bad, she's cool,
Yo,
and then
Finish him.
this dude is preaching right now. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
because it goes into
Because that's what
I
happens.
actually see this going into the submissive conversation.
Yeah.
But we'll go back that to.
but it's
another
like
time.
it's like those red flags. Like you notice them, and you're like,
Why do you think men stay around after those red flags?
because we want the vagina.
Because
Why do women? So here's the other question.
I
On the
mean-
other end, just to the exact opposite of that, why do you think women stay around when they see the red flags?
Maybe they've been hurt. Maybe they depends on where they are in their life. I don't know. I can't. I'm not a woman. I don't know.
I mean,
I'm just speculating.
I just think people stay around, but I think specifically men stay around the vagina.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I think that women though stick around because once they've surrendered, so to speak, you know, like after a man has pursued.
What did you? Hold on. What did you say? She did what?
Because he said giving, and I'm gonna get back to that. Giving.
She did what?
So
You're just like, you're not just
I
gonna
know.
use me with the words, and careful with your words.
yeah, and that's
Surrender.
that's the perception, right, from the man's side. But,
Yeah, that's.
So she at that point gets invested. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like once y'all have been intimate for a while, for a woman, all the power is in her hands until
She
y'all
submits.
sleep together.
Mm-hmm.
All the cards are in her hand.
I heard this on the show the other
Until
day,
y'all-
actually.
Oh, yeah?
They were talking about dating, and they're like, well, you know, all the fun stuff. She's like, all the fun stuff is before sex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but after that, now the power switches a little bit. It moves over into a man's favor because the woman usually, not at all, usually doesn't want to be bedded and then just ghosted.
Yeah.
After that,
Mm-hmm.
so her willingness to stick around, it ups the ante.
Right.
After that.
Absolutely.
That's very interesting. That's very, very, very interesting. Because he's talking about that transfer of power.
Power. That's exactly
What
what
were
it
we
is.
talking about? What did I say the other day? I was talking about a woman's not integrity. That's not the word. It might have been integrity.
It might have been integrity. I think it was integrity.
A
Yeah.
woman's integrity is tested when her man has nothing.
That's it. And a man's integrity is tested when a man has everything.
That's a true. That's a
Damn,
quote.
that's dope.
Yo, that's so dope, man. When he told me that, I put that in my phone immediately. Like, that quote is ill, yo.
So
That's an ill quote, man.
that's-
Hold on. Say that one more time for our listeners who maybe didn't catch that.
a woman's integrity is tested when her man has nothing, and a man's integrity is tested when a man has everything.
Man.
And it's in theory, right?
Right.
Because in theory, a man with nothing, right, and he's got a woman of value.
Yeah.
He ain't out here doing all these things. Now,
And there's
in theory.
and there's no woman coming at him, right? 'Cause
Right,
women,
right, yeah.
we know when you're in a position of power and influence that the tables turn. Now women are pursuing.
The more you begin to do these things, the more you begin to like be entrepreneur and focus. That's why it's always for a man to go focus on himself, right? The more that he starts filling out these things, okay, he's got a thing that he does. He's got a thing that he does from a perspective of value, right? He's got his business. He's a good father. I'm sorry, just throwing that out there.
That's important. Yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
he's doing the thing. He works out. He's doing all of the things that to what we think makes a full man. The more he does these things, regardless of whether he has a woman or not, more women
Are gonna be
gravitate
attracted.
towards him. Right?
He's like a magnet at that point.
Exactly.
He's magnetized.
Right. Whereas it's like positive. I'm glad you said magnetized because on the other end of that, it's like a negative thing. If he has nothing,
Then that's
then
where
even the one they start going away from him. So even if
even
he
his own
does have
woman,
a-
even his own woman could start
It's like maybe like, man, 'cause
Insecure.
Insecure, bro. Are you in my head, bro?
I'm in your head.
Bro,
I'm in your head.
bro.
Insecure.
Like I was just thinking that.
Yeah,
That's the
yeah.
whole thing of Issa and Lawrence.
Yep, exactly.
Because
Exactly.
and everybody was like, that's like it's the team Lawrence because Well, he had nothing.
But she opened the door for him to come in, though.
Yo, if you,
Yo, I ain't like
listeners,
that.
if y'all can see his face.
I didn't like that, yo.
Yeah.
She opened the door to
She
let him
opened the
come
door.
in.
She shot her shot at dude when she had a man.
Yeah, she did. She did.
Well, she made herself available for him.
Shooting her shot. That's what we call it these days.
The way that women shoot their shot could be very subtle.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
That was her subtly shooting.
I opened
her
the
shot.
door for
Positioning.
you. Duh.
Position. Yeah, you position
She
yourself.
put herself in the way of where she
Yeah.
could be, shot at.
Right. So we still haven't answered the all universal question.
I don't know.
Which has more power?
I don't know if it has to be answered though.
It doesn't.
Maybe it's more rhetorical because it's subjective too, right? I think maybe we will leave that to the listeners, and maybe we can circle back to it.
If you're just talking
continuous
talking
conversations.
about the penis versus vagina, there I think that
thought
there's
you gonna lose that.
I think there's more
Yeah.
there's more evidence to support the value of the vagina.
Going back to what he was about to do about 10 minutes ago. Look, fellas,
Yeah.
the question is answered. The
Yeah,
value
yeah.
of the vagina.
Right, I was about to
is-
shorten the whole
He
episode.
definitely was about to shut it down.
You could
He was shutting it down.
which is back to the point of you when you're saying like,
Yo,
fellas,
okay,
value
look.
yourself.
Before we go out of here, man, let me push the envelope a little bit because I've been chill. A man to jump in that thing and finish in 30, 40 seconds. You know what I'm saying? I don't know
I
if a
don't
woman.
want no minute, man.
Yo,
Yo, that's funny.
I mean-
that's a whole nother conversation, bro. Because like they say, men like sex like all the time, right? Until he meets that woman that really
That
likes
really
sex.
likes it.
Then they like, oh,
look, man.
God made me to only go, 3-4 times.
Hey,
like,
dog.
and you trying to go
10,
17 times. Like,
Yeah.
Go, I don't have anything left.
I've been extremely pissed off. Again?
Like, why are you touching me? Like, get off me right now.
real.
Really
For
thought
real.
I just put
thought-
the hammer down.
Go, and look, he put Mjolnir down. And you couldn't get up after Mjolnir was
Yo,
put down.
I really was like, yeah, take that. You're down. You're done.
Yo,
10 minutes later,
women are like Jason. Like you thought you killed him. He like gets up.
Keep coming
He's
back for
like, I'm
more.
coming back.
I'm tired, boss. I'm
It's
tired.
Jason 17 in space. I keep running. What is wrong with you and your libido?
Oh man. Oh man. That's crazy, man.
Because
that's a whole nother. That's a whole nother conversation.
but
man.
the
Good
point that I was
gracious.
making is, like with the whole value thing, like a dude could jump in and out and be totally satisfied.
Yeah.
It don't always take a whole lot. It don't usually take a whole lot for a man. You know what I'm saying? But for a woman, she got to get all warmed up and, her mind got to be clear.
we
and-
like a light switch and they like an iron.
Yeah, there you go. Look at that, yo.
Ooh, this boy, this guy.
Oh yeah, that was mine right there.
That's
guy.
smooth.
That boy good.
That thing got to heat up
And
slowly.
look, and then it take a while to calm down
Hey, look.
too after it get up there.
like old crock pot.
You be thinking you go, you come back, touch it. Ah, got you.
Yo,
Got you.
hey, look, when it's like a crock pot, though.
Ooh, that thing simmer.
When it's like a crock pot.
That thing
Simmer
gonna
down.
It's all warm in there.
Simmer again.
My dad was like, yeah, OG, she oven baked. She had oven baked 500. I was like, wait, hold on, what? What, Dad?
To a point.
Oven baked 500. And then I was like,
That sound like a
you gotta
Juvenile
break,
album.
you gotta break that down for me. He was like, you get in there and it's just warm. Oven baked 500. I was like, damn, man.
Hey boy, that sound like an apple pie.
You know what's funny? And then they had a whole movie where they smashing apple pie. But like, what's more important, right? If you making a crock pot, right? If you making a stew or whatever it is in a crock pot, what's more important, the crock pot or the spoon?
The crock pot is
Exactly.
definitely more important.
Forget that spoon.
That spoon ain't gonna do nothing.
I eat out that crock pot.
I eat straight out the crock pot. Look, I'm putting my face in the crock pot.
Look, we getting in trouble.
All right, listen, we gotta get out of here, man. Listen, we
See
gotta
what
get out
happens?
of here. We gotta
See
get
what
out
happens?
of here, man.
Okay, so which one is more valuable? Did you see what just happened?
Hey, listen,
Where Eugene
listen.
just go?
Crock pot.
Did you hear that?
I
put my whole face in the crock.
Spoon somewhere broken into a
What you
thousand
gonna do with that
pieces.
crock pot?
Look, but my spoon is still valuable though.
Yeah, okay.
I ain't devaluing my spoon though.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
You not.
I'm talking about my big wooden spoon.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Look, it don't even sound good.
Nah.
Nothing about it is like,
It's not
okay.
attractive.
Nah.
He got a
Grandma
wooden
had a
spoon.
big wooden spoon
Or
on the
hanging
wall.
up on the
like,
yeah, exactly.
No one
Exactly.
cares about your wooden spoon.
All right, man. Look, man. All right, y'all got me.
I'm just saying, man. I'm just
Whatever.
saying.
Whatever.
I'll take the value
Whatever,
where it
man.
is.
Whatever,
Why you
yo.
mad?
I'm
Don't be
yeah.
mad.
Yo, why you mad?
Why you
son,
mad?
Tell me why you mad, son.
He's like all our other male listeners right now. Like, these guys have sat on here and devalued my spoon.
Exactly. Yo, my spoon. I got a silver spoon.
got a
Literally a silver spoon.
I got a golden spoon.
And you telling me it ain't nothing? The bowl is worth more than my spoon.
Yeah, it is. Because ain't nobody ever ate cereal out of a spoon. They ate it out of a bowl.
Hey man, all right. So look, who got the suggestion for today? We gotta get out of here, man. We running over. What's up?
Oh, that's
We got any suggestions?
yeah. You talking about for a song for cigars or?
Songs. Well, we know we're gonna do the song thing. We got any cigars, any wine, any alcoholic beverages or adult beverages, as I tell my daughter. Any suggestions? Anybody have a
Adult beverages?
yeah that you want to suggest? Books, whatever.
Yo.
Movies, anything.
For the drink, man, I don't think I talked about it too much in the podcast, but I'm a big fan of like a smoked old fashioned.
Oh yeah.
Yo,
Oh yeah.
there's a place in Uptown
Tell me
Charlotte
about it.
called is it
the Imperial,
No, Cotton. It's Cotton Room.
the Cotton Room. Oh, you keep telling me about the Cotton Room. I haven't been there
So
yet.
it's in the French Quarter, over there in the French Quarter.
That's by Kempton.
Yep, right
Okay.
there by Kempton. So it's like right behind that first Irish restaurant on the corner.
Okay.
You walk back, there's a hallway, and I'm upset because now I'm telling my spot, but because it's a small spot. But if you go up, there's a doorway right before the hookah spot. You go up the doors, go to the left. It's a small room, all wood. Oh, you love it, bro.
Sounds like a speakeasy.
Yeah, it is kind of like that. Everything's like barrel oak and stuff like that.
Yeah,
but it's
it's
a
hidden,
real
yeah.
small place.
I'm going there
It
tonight.
looks very ancient. Like it looks, and they be playing like old hip hop.
Oh, I'm definitely
And
going there tonight. I'm
it
sold.
looks nothing
Yeah.
like it, but like they do a campfire old fashioned
Man.
where they like do the smoke for your old fashioned, and then they put like they burn a marshmallow and put
How much they asking for?
I mean, by the time we get here, it's $15 drinks.
Yeah, round on Eugene.
Hold on, son. E-dub. Nah, will you call me Woo Man?
Woo man,
Woo
the man of
Yeah.
woo.
The man of Woo.
Yo, you got that?
Nah.
No?
Nah.
All right.
So, drinks on the house. Drinks on the house, not on me. Not at all. So what we got? What
I
we got?
did have a cigar that I was able to try. It was, I believe, Romeo and Juliet Reserva Robusto.
Okay.
Man, it's like a light mild smoke, right? I think that if somebody's like beginner to intermediate, like they might want to start on something like that.
Okay.
It's a real like piece. It doesn't have like those vanilla undertones, like it's not sweetened over it.
Right.
But it's just a real calm, smooth smoke that you can like smoke the whole time.
Would
How
you
much
pair
that
it
stick
with
go
that?
by? Go for it.
After tax, I think it's like $8-9. It's like $8-9.
So reasonable. Yeah.
As the old men say, cigars is a very expensive habit.
Unless I'm celebrating, I try to be 10 or under.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
Unless I'm celebrating. If it's like
sure.
an accomplishment, Eugene got me something real nice. I don't remember what it was. It was a couple years ago.
Yeah, what
but,
was that? I forgot what that was.
It was like I think you had paid like $20.
$20. It was like 20. Yeah.
and that's a celebratory, moment. You sit down. It's my birthday. You wanna sit down and it was a slower burn too. We had to find out what that was.
Yeah, I can't remember whether I got it from tobacco. I might have got it from Tobacco Trade. I can't remember though. But would you pair that with that campfire old fashioned? What do you think about that pairing? Or would you pair it with something else?
I might pair it with something else. I mean, I'm a fan of the. Like I'm a personal believer that you don't have to spend $30 on a bottle of wine. Like you can get a lot.
Oh,
of
yeah,
wine.
absolutely.
Yeah, it's all about where it was anyway.
Right.
Yeah.
I think Amazon said like most wines are like under $10.
Yeah.
There's this one called Cupcake. They make like
Okay.
this red velvet blend.
Okay.
Yo, I'd swear by it. Like this, it's typically in Harris Teeter, Publix, depending on where you're at.
Yeah.
But it's by Cupcake, and it's a red blend, and it's red velvet.
Red velvet. Okay. Okay.
Very good.
I'm gonna try that. Is
Very
it a
smooth.
sweeter
It's
wine?
it doesn't bite you. You know how most reds bite?
Yeah.
It doesn't bite like that. It's more of a smooth red.
I'll try
Okay.
it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's definitely. I can tell. For once, I can actually tell the undertones of what they say. It's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
You know, a little chocolatey,
Yeah.
raspberry.
Uh-huh.
Because I'm always that guy that's like, you know how you have like an air freshener and it's like summer breeze, and I'm like, it smells like grass and dog shit. Like that's what summer breeze is. That's not what's coming out of there.
Right,
You know,
right.
This one works.
All right. Well, what we taking us out with, Jeremiah? What we got?
So this is a song I'm play. It's called Blowback. Is the producer who worked with Alina Baraz. I can't pronounce his name. It's like Galimatias.
Galimatias. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, the spelling will be put in the in the description. But this is one of them songs you throw on when it's like the springtime. You can lift the windows up and you got that slight breeze. You got the pine saw going on. You got to mop the floor.
Pine saw. It's cleaning time.
Yeah.
It's like when my mom used to say clean the baseboards, and I'm like, what's a baseboard?
Yeah, what is that? Like,
yeah, you you add this to that playlist.
Okay, there we go.
That you barely recognize me. Yeah, I've been gone for quite a while, but can we just reconcile? No, I never meant to leave you. I was busy, but I promise you the next time you won't feel like I forgot about you. I know it's far, but just remember I'll be back home in November. I won't miss you till I see the smoke. Call it blowback.
I knew that was coming. I ain't even heard this song, and I knew it was
that
coming.
bass line was gonna
I
drop.
already.
Yeah, man, his sound is smooth.
Yeah. I wish Alina would have stayed with him with her production.
I need him to go back, work that out.
Because that more commercial sound that she has, I'm not feeling it like that.
Yeah.
I mean, she still sound good, but you know. Definitely adding that to the playlist.
Yo, producer put his foot in that, didn't he? I know when I heard the ad-lib, back, I was like, he about to drop that.
Your mind would disagree, I couldn't tell. When you smiled and said that you wish me well. Or a cyclone every time you excel. I got off the ground and now I'm unbounded, but miss you around it. That's why you should come visit me over by the mountains.
I need to go to a place where they play this kind of bop when I'm out.
So many times that you come across music like this, and then like DJs play what they play, and you're like, yo, if I could just insert this.
Can we put that,
Can I
create
make
the
a
vibe?
suggestion?
Yeah.
And I feel like they get real defensive about what they create.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But like, yo, I need the soundtrack of the night to make women want to flirt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Like, you know.
To be interactive.
Yeah.
Because it's no fun if it's not interactive.
Nah.
You're
that's
sitting there talking to your homeboy, and they across the room and they don't want to say nothing. Or
Yeah.
you don't want, you don't even feel comfortable enough to approach them.
Yeah. I definitely feel like sonically certain sounds make you want to.
Yeah.
It energizes you.
Yeah.
I think there's some tracks by Mac Miller, especially on that last album, that like fit into this that you don't hear anywhere. And
It's
I'm
a
like,
certain frequency that people vibe that you vibe at. We talk about the vibe all the time, right? And frequency is connected to the vibe.
Facts.
Like if the frequency is correct, it sets the vibe, and now you move differently.
we're electronic, man. We all like
real.
on
Yeah.
wavelengths.
Straight
We all
up.
operate off energy.
Straight up.
And I hear this, it's almost like having a drink. I can go talk to.
Go mode.
Let's go.
Word.
Okay.
Yo, thank y'all for listening.
Thank you,
We
thank
appreciate it. Y'all have a good evening or whatever time zone or wherever you are when you're listening. Follow us. Make sure you go and follow us on Instagram at Digital Cigar Pod.
YouTube. You can check us out on YouTube.
On YouTube as well at Digital Cigar Pod. And SoundCloud as well, Digital Cigar Podcast.
We got more avenues coming to you to catch you wherever you are, wherever your chair is, wherever you've pulled up to that table.
Exactly.
Pour yourself that drink. We want to thank you for your time. Have a great one.
Peace.